Hey guys, it's Pitboy Fresh here. Today we're going to be doing a studio tour to show you everywhere that I make all of my content and where we do all the live streams and everything. This is the main battle station behind me. We're going to be going through every single piece of equipment in this room, and I'll link everything in the description below. If you have any questions also, make sure you comment down below. So before we get into the battle station behind me, I'm going to have Nick, our cameraman, flip around and we'll start on the opposite side of the room. This is the green screen. It's actually just behind the door here, which I love. It makes it super easy to get any of the green screen shots that we need. I don't use it a ton, but I love that it's able to just be hidden behind the door there. So now to the left of it, I'll pull it out for you guys. I have like a whole prop closet in there, like sombreros, there's a chicken costume. All of that lives inside this closet. My girlfriend absolutely hates it. So moving on, this is actually my girlfriend's space. So while I'm gaming sometimes or not even streaming, I'll be on one side of the room, Laurel will be on the other side of the room, and she'll be doing puzzles. It was my first desk when I started streaming because I'm cheap, and you're gonna find out more about the cheapness throughout the rest of this video. Moving on, this is a pile of junk. This is other literal props that we've done. These are keyboards I bought to literally just break in half. These are some of the other, like the fake mustaches you guys seen in so many of the videos, the Bop It that we've used on stream before. So this is all just other stuff. This is a broken audio mixer down here. We're gonna break that in the video coming up, I can guarantee it. So moving over, now this is where we start getting to the backdrop of the live streams. Here is honestly probably my favorite piece in the entire setup. It's the YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully, as the content career goes on, we get more of these YouTube plaques, but you can see it in all of the content that we put out that has my webcam on it. YouTube plaque is proudly in the background. But yeah, the other stuff that we have here, I'm a big Tennessee Titans fan, I'm a big Phoenix Suns fan, and then here are some of on the wall, some of the movies that I love as well. We've had the same posters on the wall since I've moved in to this extra bedroom in my house to create content in the studio. I need suggestions for better posters, because while I love Star Wars, I think there are cooler things. I really want to get like a Stranger Things poster up there. So if you guys have suggestions, I'm all for it. We can move on to this side of the room. This is just an old lamp, but one of the really cool things about it, you're not going to be able to see it, but it's a Bluetooth light bulb on the inside, so we can change colors to have it match the mood that we're doing. I can also set it up with the main setup over there, so when we get a sub, it can change lights and flash and stuff like that. Haven't set that up, kind of lazy about some of that stuff. I run into one roadblock and then I'm just like, it's not even worth it. Here are the infamous lobster claws. They've been sitting in the background. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed them, but if you've seen the webcam or the fake hand cam that we have, those are the lobster claws. And then another prop that we've used in some of the videos is the fake Bronus 10. The coolest thing about this, I think, is this is just paper that we printed out, and it's a PlayStation DualShock controller on the back. So, you know, you gotta be thrifty when it comes to creating content. So yeah, that is the whole backdrop. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We're gonna link a lot of this stuff. So let's actually get now into the main battle station. And Nick, if you just want to get a shot of like the 3 screens over there, I'll start. I think that's a good place to start. So we have 2 PCs on this setup. We have these 2 screens on the top one and the side running the stream PC. So this is where we stream all of our content. We capture all of our content through these ones. This main screen here, and actually, as you can see, I'm looking at a brand new vehicle here, is where we are gaming from. The main screen is an AOC monitor. It's 144 hertz. It is about the perfect, for the current setup at least. It's a budget monitor. I think I got it for just under $200. And these other 2 monitors, these LG ones, this one was just under $100 or just over $100 around that price point. But it doesn't need to be anything fancy. We're never gaming on it. And this one, I also got at Goodwill for $20. Guys, The reason I'm able to have so much nice gear is because I will bargain hunt the hell out of it, and you're gonna see more bargain stuff that I bought throughout the rest of the setup. So we have these 2 monitors. We also have right behind here a desk mount light stand. You'll see that it's kind of a ghetto setup up here. This is just wax paper from our kitchen. That's diffusing the light to make it softer. So you don't need to have like $200 lights or whatever. A light was 20 bucks, 4 cents worth of wax paper. So another cool thing about this setup that I'm really proud of is this little camera stand that is mounted along with our light. This will be connected to the camera that Nick currently has in his hand, and it's another webcam shot that we can do going across the room. And we have another mount, so we can quickly change these. We can even change these live on stream if we needed to, but this is a top-down angle for our hand cam, for a real hand cam. And then even going over this way, this is our main webcam. It is mounted directly to the table, but this is a Sony a6300 on a Sigma 24mm lens. A lot of people use a 16mm lens, and that's what actually we're using on our main camera right now. But I love how the 24mm lens gives us not too much distortion on the sides. And I love this webcam. It's connected to our computer, obviously, but it is, I think, the best bang for your buck camera for both content creation and live streaming, if you can go above and beyond just a normal webcam. Now, also connected to it is just an iPhone, and people might be like, what is this iPhone doing here? So this iPhone currently serves 2 purposes. The iPhone, if you've ever seen any of the streams where we brought out the 3D model Little Pip, the iPhone is reading my face and it's controlling how Little Pip moves and talks. And that was an eBay refurbished find for like 200 bucks. So it's not that big of an investment. Let's go to some of the other parts of this desk. We'll go with the mouses. This is the mouse controlling the stream PC. This is like a $20 Amazon find. This is a Logitech GPro wireless. It is a like $120 mouse. Again, bought it on eBay, cleaned it up, bought it for $55, guys. So let's talk about some of the audio stuff that we have on stream too, guys, because I get a lot of compliments, or at least I used to, get a lot of compliments on the audio. This is an MXL 990. MXL is not a world-renowned brand of microphone. I literally bought it. This is gonna be I don't know what you're gonna call it, but I bought it because the microphone looked cool. It had decent reviews on Amazon. It was in the price point, it was like 75 bucks. The microphone looked cool, and I was like, that's the mic I want. And I've been actually getting a lot of compliments from it. We don't have a super expensive stand either. This was just like a $30 stand. If you're gonna get a desk mount microphone stand, guys, buy something better than the $10 newer brand ones. I had one of those for the longest time, and every time I moved my mic, it would make this screeching spring sound. This one doesn't make any sound at all, and it is a good mic for like the $30 price that I paid. Now here is another really cool piece of our setup. It's called a Beacn Mix Create. This is our audio controller for every single piece of audio that comes across the stream. It has some software that goes into the stream PC, but the really cool thing about the Beacn is obviously all the knobs and dials and the physical interface of it, but it makes listening to any sound that comes from either my gaming PC or the streaming PC perfect in my ears. This has replaced 2 or 3 different pieces of equipment that I've had in the past. The other really cool thing here, guys, Streamdeck, Gato Streamdeck. Nothing in my setup has been worth it as much as the Elgato Streamdeck. If you are a streamer, if you're a content creator, you need one of these. This is how I switch all of my scenes. I play music. I can't even tell you the amount of things that we do with this. I activate Little Pip with this. Like, Elgato Streamdeck, I don't know how you do it. You don't have too many competitors in the market. I want a second one or a third one. Like, they are that useful. Coming back over here, we'll go to the keyboard first. This is another budget find. It's just a Royal Kludge 60% keyboard. It can be Bluetooth. I currently have it wired in because I don't want to charge it, but it was like 30 bucks. The other keyboard here is just a Logitech, I think it's a K380 or something like that. Just a little Bluetooth wireless one. Doesn't need to be anything special for the streaming PC. That's how we do that. Here is the DualShock controller that we use. It's got a PlayStation 4 back button attachment and some of the Control Freak stuff on it. And then the last thing, guys, another thing that I have to use with the Beacn is I have to get the microphone into the computer. So we use a Behringer U-Phoria amp or audio interface, whatever you want to call it. And that's how we get into the computer. A lot of people, actually no one, I was gonna say a lot of people, nobody's asked me about the chair, but if you're wondering, it was a dumpster find. A gaming chair is like $400. So I will stick with my unbranded, unnamed chair until a company sponsors me. Anyways, moving on. This is the stream PC. I built this bad boy myself. Our stream PC is a Ryzen 5 3050. The game PC is an i9 10 something or other, whatever. I don't even know the exact model, but 3060 Ti. The other cool thing, guys, here, these are my headphones. As you can see at the top of them, they're Audio Technica headphones, ATH M50X. I've had these for 12 years. People ask why I don't use gaming headphones or why I still use wired, because these things still work. I hate to say it, but like I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade a lot of the parts of this setup, but they still work. They still sound great. There's no sense in upgrading. People upgrade all the time. I'm gonna just ride it till it dies, you know? That's how I live. Let's go up to the light here. This is a monstrosity of a light. It's probably blown out in the camera, but this is what is called a China ball attachment on a Godox Bones mount light. That might not mean anything to anyone, but it's just a fancy, cheap, budget video style light. It is great. It gives off really soft light. It lights up the whole room. I talked about Laura's puzzle table earlier. I use this so it can light the whole room when I'm gaming or streaming or recording content, and she can still be over there doing her puzzle, and we don't have to have the house lights on. So it's just something nice. I would love to get another like desk mounted light like the one we have in the background here, but sometimes it's just not feasible. Now, the coolest part of the entire setup is right here, guys. And I know everyone's gonna agree with me, but this is G. She is a staple on the setup. This is Granger. Yes, we do have, if you're wondering, an entire area dedicated for Granger to hang out with us in the studio. So she has a tank in another room, but yeah, she's pretty chill. She's a little older. She's a senior dragon, as I think the vet and the interwebs called her. But yeah, so she doesn't move around a whole lot. When she does, you know, we can put her back if needed. But yeah, she kind of hangs out. She's honestly one of the coolest pets I've ever had, a bearded dragon. She's a total gem, total goofball. Love her to death. So yeah, she has to have her own spot on the table. Otherwise, like, what's the point, you know? But yeah, guys, so that is almost the entire setup. I'm sure I forgot something, but if anyone has any questions about the setup, please let me know in the comments down below, or join the Discord. And that way, I check the Discord a lot more than some of the comments, because some of the videos just have thousands of comments. So make sure you join the Discord. I'll have links to all of or most of the items in the description below. But again, thanks for watching the studio tour, guys. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.